All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone live post match for the match that just wrapped up against. Who are they? Young Boys?
Malmo.
No. Wait, Young Boys. Wait, Young Boys was another team. We're feeling like some young. We're feeling like some Young Boys right now. We're excited. We're having a good little. Finally, a good post match to get started. I've been waiting for this moment for 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks, however long it's been. It feels like. I was hoping to do one that we could actually be excited about and talk about. Basically, Juventus defeats Malmo 3-0, basically at halftime, and then was able to kind of take it off for the. They didn't take off. They didn't take off for the second half, but didn't end up needing to add any more on to secure it. I made a joke saying, wow, this 3-0, the comeback's really going to hurt or whatever after halftime.
Yeah, you said
just
that.
because I've been so, I guess just the feeling from the last few matches have kind of done that to me. They've beaten me into submission a little bit when it comes to that. With me today. Yes, exactly. I forgot to, we kind of messed with that. Let's go ahead and intro it. I'm Justin Sofer. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. With me, as always, is my boy, Julian Genotti. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. Relieved.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's
finally.
Yeah, there is something to be said when we talk about this match. We're going to dive into it. We're going to talk a little bit about what we saw, what we liked, what we didn't like, whatever have you from the game. Obviously, there's a lot to like, actually, because we haven't had a win this season yet, and now we finally have one, which is, honestly, it's sad to say. And I also want to preface things that I like to think that I'm a realist when it comes to these matches. I'm not going to go crazy and act like this was... I mean, it's a high. Let's be happy. Let's enjoy it. But at the same time, this is what you do to a team like Malmo. No offense, Raffle, if you are here. But overall, this is what they should have won. They should have played like this. It's happy, though. But, I mean, the one thing we can say, though, is they haven't done this against Empoli and Udinese, teams that are, well, you could say comparable, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe they're a little bit better, but I would say at least Empoli should be comparable to what I would expect with this. Guys, if you're new here, hit the like button, or hit the like button, period. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you guys tuning in to our channel today. What did you see? Just go ahead and give me your thoughts from the match today, and what all you, I was like, I said thoughts. Well, I was like, yeah, exactly. I just did the talk to me about. I did the talk about. Talk about, yeah.
So, honestly, we didn't play great still, if we're going to be completely honest. It was fine. We had a couple of passages to play that were nice, but that Malmo team is, at the back, they're just garbage. There's no sugarcoating that. They're just not a good team defensively. The goalie wasn't great. Just easy, gifted goals, pretty much. We were very fortunate to get a penalty, but we did have some nice passages of play. There was some nice link up. You could see what the idea was with Rabiot on the left, tucking in and having Sandro drift out wide. There's a clear game plan, at least from my point of view. I don't know everybody else's, but first reaction is good win, good result. Still could be better. Very, very direct, very long ballish. But again, 3 points, you needed it. First win on the Bianconeri Zone.
Yeah, finally the channel gets to celebrate a win, because I'll tell you, dear God, it's been a pain in the ass coming on here and just talking about losses, and it's not fun. I was hoping to, I was looking forward to, that Udinese match. I was like, okay, we can get it started on a high, and I was like, okay, we can wait for now Empoli will do it, and then Napoli, and then I just wanted to, Napoli. We said screw it. We just didn't show up till the day after. The one thing I would say definitely there's highs and low, or not highs and lows, good and bad to take from this. One thing I'll say is good is I saw a lot of, and again, maybe this comes to the defense you're playing against, and you see more openings there, but a lot of creativity compared to what we're used to seeing from the squad when it comes to guys trying to create for themselves, create for their teammates. Dybala was doing it. Quadrado, of course, is always doing it. Alexandro was out here. Alexander was playing like a man possessed. I got to give him a lot of credit. I love what I saw from Alexandro. Started off trying to get that header, missed that one. Then he had the goal, and then he just kept trying. He honestly, I thought he was going to have a brace. I thought he'd at least have a brace after his performance in the first half. That was exciting for me personally, just to see a player like that who I don't want to say I crap on, but for the most part, I have frustrations with him. as a player overall. So I was excited to see his performance there and to see that him actually come out playing pretty high. Let's go through and recognize some people in the chat here. Syed said we need this Juve in every game, please. I'm not trying to be that.
Yeah, it's time out.
Yeah, okay.
We need this Juve. No, we need different passing angles. We can't just play long and direct to the ball and Morata the whole game.
Yeah.
That's Malmo defense is not good.
No.
They let us do stuff and that other teams will not let us do.
Well, I still want to be that guy right away and be like, no, we need a better Juve than this, even.
Yes, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. This Juve was fine. It was good. It was very good. And I'm not trying to crap on the good performance. It was a good performance. But at the same time, we need better than this because you have to take in. You can't just overlook the opponent and act like they played well. So it was good. The opponent is not up to what Juventus is usually playing against. But yeah. And then Ash brings up, finally a clean sheet. The GOAT. Let's calm down with the GOAT. Let's calm down with that.
Polish goalkeeper.
But yes,
lucky.
yeah, it's really easy to. I mean, obviously, I'd say it's easy to keep a clean sheet when you really don't see a lot of action happening until there was some stuff in the second half. There were a handful of Julian's died over here, so I'll take over for a second. But there was a handful of times that he had a couple shots on goal or whatever have you that he had to come away with. But otherwise than that, he kind of got to chill for most of the first half and a lot of the second half until they laxed maybe a little bit more is what I would say. Timothy says Forza Juve from 2009 Roadkill. That's a new name I haven't seen yet. Glad you're here. That's pretty cool. Or a pretty fun name. Moritza says, glad they finally win. Our boys need to boost in confidence and mentality. Hope they can get better in the future matches for Forza Juve. That's a very good point. There is something that needs to be said for just getting that first win. This is so sad to say. Honestly, I never thought this is not something I talk about with Juve saying this, but getting that first win under your belt after you've been struggling for the past, however long, right now to actually get anything going. It is good to see that happening. Usman, how you doing, my guy? Smiley face Chesney's back. Let's not go crazy. Let's not go crazy just yet. This is, again, it is Malmo. Malmo's in it. They're teams you need to defeat. You should be winning against. We'll see how he stacks up against Chelsea, which is a very big step. It's not fair either for me to be like, let's see how he does against
before Chelsea. Let's see this weekend against Milan.
Yeah, against Milan. Definitely, absolutely. But yeah, Usman Fino Alafino. Yes, appreciate you guys. Fix is saying a good night of football, whether you're a young boy or an old boy like me. Absolutely, it's definitely.
I like that little plug.
It was a good night to be a young boy. We're all young boys right now. And it wasn't our full team. We still have a bleep ton of... I don't know why I bleeped it out. I cuss all the time on here. And we still have a shit ton of room for improvement. I'm just hoping we hit 100% on time. Absolutely. I like some realism there. With your take. Something I really want to go into, though. Okay, let's actually dive into... Who would you... Okay, let's talk about our best performers, or our performers overall. When it came to the club today, I'm looking through some stats over here. So, obviously, you have goals from Alexandre Morata and then the penalty from Dybala.
Yep.
Who else stuck out to you when you look at the club and the performance today? Juan Cuadrado is one that I would put attention to. Anybody else that really stuck out to you in their performance overall? Or if you want to talk about... For the most part,
so, Danilo, De Ligt, Bonucci were definitely solid. Obviously, there's no potential lethal threat that they had to deal with, but they still had to do their job. They still had to keep a clean sheet, keep focused. When we had attacking spells, Bonucci and De Ligt didn't touch the ball for a while, so they have to be like, okay, let's stay focused, let's get our job done. But no, Alexandro probably the best player on the pitch. Still, Locatelli did not have a really good game. I don't think it was the greatest. Kind of disappointed by that, but whatever. First Champions League game, nervous.
It was one where...
Yeah.
Well, I want to... Sorry, before I forget, I want to stick on that Locatelli one a little bit. Part of me, I was wondering throughout the game, and a part of me, I had to do something in between it, so I was watching it, and then I I was not fully focused after they went up 3-0. It was easy to get distracted a little bit. Also paying attention to other games that are going on right now. Locatelli, I was trying to figure out, I was like, did he have I don't want to say a bad game, but did he have...
No, it was not bad by any stretch.
Yeah.
It was just average.
For me, the most part, I feel like a lot of the team, if you played... Really, like, I even gave I would say we did, I sent the ratings in that I'll be doing later today to Leo already, and I was going through some of the ratings that I did, and I was like, they weren't bad. Like, I have, like, Danilo was one that I gave him a 6 or something like that, or something in the 6 range, and it wasn't bad. It was just like I didn't really have to worry about him, or his name didn't pop up that much because they didn't have to worry that much. Does that make sense? So my thing is with Manuel Locatelli was did he have, would you say, I don't want to say a bad performance, but an average performance? Was it, or was it because of his activity out there that maybe everybody else was also fluid as well, and they were able to get things going, and he wasn't the center of attention? Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, he had some loose passes, that's for sure. You're usually expecting higher than 90% at least, but he had some loose passes in bad areas, and like tight areas in our half.
He's at 63 of 72 with 88%. So
usually he's higher, but obviously that's nitpicking. But still, he did lose. He did waste some balls.
11 possessions lost.
Yeah. See.
So,
other than that, he was fine enough defensively, like in an organized, structural way. Like, he tackled the ball, he's kept his shape, so that's all good. But I guess his Champions League nerves.
Yeah, I could see that. It's the first time really playing in the Champions League. I think they were talking. He played, in the Europa League. I guess that would be experience with Milan. Is that, or did Sassuolo? Did they play in the Europa League?
He played. Yeah, Sassuolo played Europa League, and he played in the Europa League. That was his first Champions League game, though.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't keep tabs on Sassuolo the Europa League that often. One thing I'll say that was interesting is I'm watching this. I don't know where a lot of you guys are watching the match. Around the world, maybe have you. I'm using Paramount Plus here in the United States.
Yep.
And there was some but I think also sometimes the announcers are the same, if it's in English for a lot of the world. I don't know if you got this vibe. I think you have the same kind of. I think you had the same guy. I understand there's a lot. I'm not trying to be the defend Juve guy, but there were a lot of nitpicking throughout the entire match by this guy who was just talking about. I mean, he was talking about basically that Italy. He was just basically saying the Italian papers were attacking Chesney, and I was like, I mean, for good reason, bro. It's not like he hasn't performed poorly, but then he was also like nitpicking on every little thing. I think overall what it might have been is I can talk about Juve because we know these players. No offense, Malmo. Not, I don't really know anything to say about these guys. But there was a lot.
No, hold on. Before Christensen was good. They're number 10. He was a good player tonight. But after that, not much.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just
for sure. Like,
there was some.
You're talking about the nitpicking. It's just like, I get it. You have to. They have to say stuff though. They have to have some filler.
Yeah.
So they don't like you said. We follow Juventus the whole time. We know what's going on with their players. They don't know that all the time. They have to like flip through the Gazzetta just to see what's going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of that, and I just didn't know. Like me personally, I was like, "What's going on? Like, why are they just bringing up random bleep that didn't matter at this point?"
Yeah,
but it's just one of the things too, where I just kind of like, maybe I'll just turn down the volume a little bit and just pay attention to what's going on. Anyway, Manuel Locatelli had a solid. Not solid game. He was average compared to what he usually does. Sorry.
Yeah.
I started to say he had a solid game. It was okay. Yeah. Everybody was solid. Somebody who I'm a little torn on his performance is Alvaro Morata. I feel like he had a pretty good game. But
again, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna. Yeah, no, I want to hear what you have to say about Morata because I was so torn because I'm going through stats and I'm seeing his performance. And it's just one of those things where he's getting his hand. I mean, not getting his hand on balls, but he's getting his foot on balls in areas to attack. My main problem with him, and I would say I'm more of a Morata defender than I am a Morata down player or anything like that. But what I would say is Morata, for the most part, I just kind of felt like he gave. There's every single time that he would get a shot, except for I think I literally had walked away for 2 seconds for the goal that he had right after the penalty.
Oh yeah,
and of course I missed that because I was like, oh, nothing's gonna happen. Give me 2 seconds to run the restroom, and then it happens. But literally,
you couldn't wait. It was almost halftime.
I also had to set up stuff for this to the show, and all. I know it was almost halftime. It didn't make any sense why I chose to do it then. I just expected, there's gonna be a lull here, and then whatever happened. Anyway, this isn't about me. It's about Morata. Anyway, the one thing I took from Morata a lot though was that every time I feel like he just didn't put enough force on it. Every time it just felt like a little bit like. Did that make sense? Like every time on like his shots.
On his conviction, when he's trying to strike the ball.
Yeah. To me, I just feel like there's a little bit like he pulled it a little bit almost every time, at least in the second half. If that makes sense.
I recall the first chip he tried where the goalie just flapped at it and he stopped. Then his second chip went in.
Yeah.
And then I remember the ball is flicker on the corner, and Morata had the first time shot. He tried to bend it far right post, correct?
Yeah.
Is that all the shots he had?
Let's see. He had.
He also had another one where he tried to use his left foot. Yeah.
That might have been the one that I was saying. Maybe I didn't even notice that he was using his left foot. Maybe that's why it was so.
No, it's fine. I was just trying to recall all those shots. So
yeah. Now go ahead, defend your boy.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's obviously a difficult technique. He's obviously not the most clinical finisher. We all know that.
Yeah.
He's not starting to score 3 goals a game. He's starting because he does off the ball stuff so well. He runs into the channels. He makes a mess for all the center backs. He held the ball up decently well, I guess I'll say, because sometimes the ball didn't stick to his foot, which is kind of annoying. From like the 20th minute to like the 30th minute, right before the penalty shot, Malmo was having a lot of the ball, and that was due to Morata and Dybala not holding the ball up enough. So we invited more pressure, and that's Morata's sole job to hold it up and use the oncoming players' support. So again, he played 68 minutes, and I thought he was pretty good. I'd give him over a 7 for that game.
Yeah, I think what I gave him I gave him a 7. I want to say I gave him a 7. So there was just little, I feel like maybe part of me also wants to nitpick on some of these games just because I expect more, and it's also weird because I also feel like I need to pull myself back right now just because of the way the season's gone. Where I'm like, okay, just take the positive when you can get freaking positive, Justin. Like, just be happy with it at this point. Yeah. But I also feel like, as a Juventus fan, maybe that's what I more. Yeah, I should. Yeah, that's what I feel like personally. Let me hit some of these chats. I was highlighting some of them on. A lot of people are just saying great game. Their goalie was. Said their goalie wasn't great. We had a great game with 2 one-on-one saves.
Yeah. But do you see how he could play with his feet? Because he couldn't.
Yeah.
He's just a dude in that.
Yeah. Ismail brings up, why doesn't Ramsey seem to want to pass the ball to Locatelli? Has anyone else noticed that as well? I changed the words, but I don't know why. But I did. But yeah. Wow. I didn't notice that. I mean, he was also on for 10 minutes? Yeah. I don't know. So it's hard for me to really take a lot from that because I thought about it. I was trying to go by ratings. There's no way I can do that.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Unless they score or else they directly impact the game in some way, you can't rate them after 10 minutes.
Yeah. Justin, we didn't see that. We didn't know that. That's crazy. All right. Tech had some confidence saves. Hopefully he'll do his confidence good. Yeah, I mean, I will give him credit at the end there. He had a couple solid ones in the second half. Again.
You're right at the end. He made a nice little rebound.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to give him credit where he deserves it, but at the same time, it's hard. It's hard. I hate because I did this. Leash. Yeah, and I did this. Leash. I did this all preseason too, where every time I would downplay, the preseason matches, and now I'm doing this because it's Malmo, and it is a Champions League team. It's a Champions League team, so
it is.
You have to give him credit there, but
you get your goal tally up. That's how Ronaldo boosted his 135 goals in the Champions League playing these teams.
Yeah.
So.
Had to drop that in there. Yeah, he got that goal today. Got the loss, but he got the goal, and that's what matters. That's what's important. I haven't checked too much through the chat. I haven't seen any Ronaldo fans in here. Really,
it's quiet.
I really thought they'd be coming in here. I thought they'd come at me. Where are you at, bro? Where you at?
Danielle Shakut.
Yeah, Danielle. Yeah, where you at? Where you at, my guy? Where's the guy who said "Remember my name" and I forgot his name already.
Wasn't it Yule Sport?
No, old sport. Yeah, no, it wasn't him. It was the other guy. Sure. Anyway, I can't remember. I was hoping he'd show up though, just to have some fun. But anyway, yeah, yes, Dax, we saw Man United's game. Everybody saw it. Everybody, my friends locally here in Kentucky who don't watch, messaged me and said, "You'd see that?" And I was like, "Yes, I did see that." Yes, of course I saw it. Joseph says, "What's up, guys? Finally something good. Keane deserved a goal. I love the interplay between each other and the chances we made." That is one thing that I would say that I'm not excited about, but I enjoyed seeing, like, he and McKinney came out together, like, trying to attack, like, right away, trying to make something happen instead of just coming in and I don't want to say lazing about, but you know what I mean. You could have taken it easy. You could have waited for the game to come to you, but to see them to actually get out there and show some lethality there, I enjoyed that. I do think that one would have been a hell of a assist at the end by Ken. That would have been fantastic. But I liked what I saw. I liked that tenacity that I really saw from him coming out. I'd like to see a little bit more playing time. When did he come in?
He got 22 minutes.
Yeah, he got a decent amount of time. I just felt like it was, maybe it just went by so quick when he came in to me overall. So I felt like
he
I didn't
was lively
get to see
though.
him.
Yeah, he was lively. If he timed his run like half a second earlier, he scores a goal. Mm-hmm. If he finishes on his left foot, he scores another goal. Could have had 2 goals today.
Yeah. Jockey Bro 369, damn girl fine. Suck it to me one more time. Says the play Danilo is key in my opinion because it allows Cuadrado and Sandro to be free. One thing I do want to give is a lot of credit to the South American players today. Yeah. It's one thing you notice now. I mean, I don't want to say nobody noticed before, but like obviously sometimes I can downplay Sandro or whoever. I mean, Sandro had a good game. Sandro has bad games too, but like they had good games today. They were solid. They came up big. We needed those players. Even Bentancur wasn't too bad overall. Or do you have a disagreeing opinion?
I just think Bentancur is so average. He didn't do anything. He's just there. He played. He played a game today.
Yeah, that's fair.
He was fine defensively.
Nobody was bad.
Moving the ball forward. Yeah, no one was awful. So like,
he
was one of those guys.
He didn't throw the game away. At least.
Exactly.
Yeah, but overall, Danilo, Sandro, and Cuadrado. Oh, he's my boy. He's the one guy he's going to go out there and try to make something happen.
I think yesterday when I did the preview with Alejandro, I suggested, is he becoming a Juventus legend? I think he's pretty close at this point.
It's a conversation. It definitely is a conversation. Yeah. Like, there were moments that I had, I want to say, like within the last like couple of years, where I wasn't super super high on him, but then he really turned it up a notch. So within the last year or so, I felt like with just what he really brings, like I said, especially not having a creative presence before, and then now you have him out there, and now you have him and Locatelli, so maybe it frees him up a little bit more. Again, Locatelli wasn't perfect today, but at the same time, it's nice having another guy out there, so that way people have to keep tabs on multiple players at one time.
Yeah, it's not just a one-trick pony. Like we saw, what happened, and obviously our first goal came from a very similar style of play from last year. Get the ball wide to Cuadrado, beats his man, cross the ball in, we score. But then after that, it wasn't much of that after. We had different ideas at least. There's different ways they tried to go through the middle sometimes. So there you go. Yeah, look at that.
The Malmo man himself came out.
Yeah. They were very bad. I'm dead serious. They're not a good team.
Yeah. Toriro, appreciate you showing up today. So we don't know what would have.
Time out. He's left back guy.
Yeah, he is left back guy. Yeah.
What's going on? What's up?
He still probably thinks we need a left back, though. I mean, we do. I mean, we eventually do. It's not the highest priority, but eventually we do. They're not wrong. It's just it's always left back. We don't know what they would have smoked before a game today. They were good. On another day, they can be their real selves. I mean, Sandro was really good, though. Sandro wasn't just okay today. He was really good. Like, to me, I don't know. To me, he was my player of the game. Like, still, either him and Cuadrado were both very good. Joseph says, we needed this win because you saw the confidence when they tried fancy plays. Saw that they got confidence.
Quick flicks and all that. You look backfields and whatever. Quick 1-2s, which was nice to see. You're right.
No, it's right. It was it was me trying to read. So, no offense, it's not that it's a run-on sentence, but sometimes it's hard to read when I'm trying. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's true. They did try to go out of their way to try a couple different little nifty tricks or something like that. I'll give credit Dybala. It was that Morata. I think it was that chip shot that he missed. That Dybala, that back heel to him, that unselfish one where he could have taken. His shot wasn't wide open. It was in the second half before he.
Yeah.
That one, I really liked what I saw in that one. Of course, I'm wearing my Dybala shirt. Just saying, my guy scored today.
My guy did a back heel too, but guess what? Your boy Keane missed.
That's fair. That's true. I bet because this one's a Dybala, but yeah, that's fair.
Kulusevski.
Oh yeah. You're right. Usman says, I think the performance was good, confidence booster, but our passes felt limp at times, and the chemistry is still raw, not refined, but it looks so much better than the Napoli game.
It always was. It always was going to look better because we didn't have our South Americans available for Napoli.
Yeah, it's a boost from one end. You're playing with your better players, and then there's also the maybe we can sweep this under the rug that they're not as good as Napoli.
Yeah,
like there's
for sure.
That's a part of that. So, what's up, Liam? I said, good game today. I'm going. Okay, enjoy going to sleep, my man.
Good
night. Keane to shoot on the right goal, but he was offside. Yeah, he was offside, but he also had that other at the very end.
The Kulu flick and then Keane in behind.
Yeah. Let's see. If anything else that you're pointing out in particular, I'm trying to go through these guys and give. Let's see.
If we're going through a rundown of the stats, it's we could do that. Just the team stats. So, ball possession was 60-40 for us, which was expected. The expected goals was 3.11 for us and 0.43 for them. So it actually pretty much averaged out. So that's good. Shots for us 16, 9 shots for them. Did you notice 9 shots?
I did not. They were quiet, if anything.
I think that's counted as probably shots off target as well.
Yeah.
Which I could see happening because there were a couple shots that skied for or skied above the net.
Well, keep reading that. I'm gonna check to see if I can pick out which ones were which.
Yeah. The chances created 15-7. I didn't even think they created 7 chances. That's a bit. It's a bit good for them, I guess.
Yeah.
But accurate passes, 553 for us, 338 for them. Pass success, we had 5% more passing than them, 89 to 84. And the fouls were about the same, which I thought, I'm going to be honest here, I don't think that penalty was a penalty. I'm like...
That Juve got?
Yeah, I think that was really generous. I know people are going to say, what are you, crazy, blah, 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 but like, if we're speaking objectively here, that's not a penalty shot.
I'll take it though. I'm still okay 100%.
With it. still, 100%.
Still give it to me. I don't care. Yeah.
You're always going to take it 100%, but
it's
just like, where's that going to bite us down the line?
Right. Okay, so
I feel like karma's coming.
No, I'm sure it will. We'll see. Yeah. So the shots, they had 9 shots. 1 was on target. Only 1 was on target. 6 off target, and 2 were blocked. So there you go, right there.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
I was going to say, I did not even realize. I felt like they were able to, I don't want to say take it easy, but of course that may just be the effort by the defense, the way they gave, the effort they gave to block those shots that they did. I have to see who had each block shot or whatever. But at the same time, does it easily pull up? It's okay. It doesn't matter. You don't care. Nobody cares who blocked what. I'm sure we can talk about it later. I'll talk about it in the ratings later. I'll use those statistics in there. Anyway, while we're talking about that, I want to bring up real quick. Sonny was saying, hey guys, what do you think of this formation? A 4-3-1-2. The 4 being... you didn't put the 4, but I'm guessing...
He probably just meant whatever defenders are available.
Yeah, I guess who we have. And then with the 3, it'd be Rabiot, Bentancur, Locatelli, and then Dybala then Keane / Morata. I believe Dybala can bring help in the midfield a lot. So
I totally disagree with that. I don't think Dybala's a midfielder. I don't think he's an out-and-out striker either. I think he's a luxury position player at this point. I think I said that yesterday as well. Mm-hmm. The type of player he is, he's a support striker. He has to stay up the field still, but he has to play off a central focus point, like a Morata. I don't think he can help out midfield defensively. Of course, coming to get the ball, he's fine at that. Obviously, he can wriggle himself out of trouble, but the strict defensive aspect of the game, I don't think he can help out.
One thing I will say is I think a lot of the success from today came from playing in the 4-4-2. I think it was just it's working. It seems to work, and I think we have to stick with it. I don't think you change from that. I know people like to get crazy. You do your fancy 4-3-3s and your 4-3-1-2s, whatever have you. Let's just not go crazy, guys. That's all I'm saying. Let's just stick with our.
Dude, did you not see the most ridiculous we just kept pumping the ball up.
I saw it. There was nothing happening. It's cringy.
Yeah. It's cringe. It's bad to watch.
Yeah.
It might be effective today in the first half against Malmo, but still, jeez.
It was. There was a point in time, but then I think what that was that. Yeah, I'm doing the freaking veto thing that I was making fun of people about. Was that happening before they scored the first goal? Or was that after?
Just before the first goal. Then a little bit, like I said, from the 20th minute, right before the penalty shot, it kept happening. Mm-hmm. We couldn't really get a handle on the ball. There was no passing lanes. There was no support. No angled passing. It was just straight banks of four. That's not good.
No, that's true. Fix is also bringing up saying Morata's like Pippo Inzaghi, not convincing to look at, but he gets goals. I mean, that's fair.
His off the ball stuff is good.
Yeah. Honey, what do you think about the midfielders other than Locatelli played? Rabiot and Bentancur especially. Bentancur was very average.
I think Bentancur was there. And then Rabiot, he was a little bit better than he was a little bit better.
Yeah, I think
Bentancur fine.
Bentancur's one of those players that gets so hyped. And not hyped this year, like in previous years, he was so hyped up, and I never saw it either. I was just kind of like, maybe they're right, maybe they know what they're seeing. I don't see it, but these guys know better than I do.
Yeah,
like
they were
some
fine
of these,
today.
Yeah. Rabiot I rate higher than Bentancur.
Today he was better than Bentancur.
But I also want to see the Rabiot of the Rabiot that we hopefully will have at the end of the season, because every single time we go through these rise and dips, right? The season begins, we dip back down. By the end of the season, he's risen back up. Usman doesn't like me baiting the Ronaldo fanboys. But here's the thing, Usman, they're not coming today. They're going to be here when Juve wins and when Ronaldo loses. They're not going to come back today because they're meek little mice, and they're not going to come out until
they're in their caves.
It's fine, but if they want to, we'd have some fun. We'll go back to you, Christian. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We're working on bringing some good content down the line. I'm actually thinking, I haven't talked to you guys about this yet, but I may end up having my friend, a guy I know who's a Milan fan. We might do a little preview stuff, just me and him, just talking a little maybe before the channel, and then you all can have your preview. But I just wanted to get like some a Milan. Me just doing more of my nonsense stuff. You do your actual talk about formations and all that stuff, and like me just more talking about. I want to get that Milan perspective, and I want something we can start bringing some other people from onto the channel, kind of thing. Will be fun. We'll see. I'll talk to the boss. Timo says, finally my beer's tasting good tonight while watching the game. I know it's only Malmo, but I think it's important for our confidence. I think it's important for the confidence of not only the players, but also for Juve fans. Like, no offense, like, it was exhausting. It's wearing on me every single game day. To cut what? I know. Every game day to come in and be like, okay, what am I gonna have to talk about this time? Like, how am I gonna fake rage again? Because at some point you're numb to it. You're like, okay, we kind of suck. Like, that's what it felt like. And I don't think Juventus sucks, but what I'm saying is, like, there's times when they're just not playing well, and it's just hard to really, come up with that. Ganon says, hi guys, I don't want to be negative. It's a good win, but every time I watch Dybala, I'm more convinced that he's not worth €12 million contract. No doubt about his ability, but a lot of doubts about his leadership.
He's not worth 12 mil.
No, I think that's why Juve offers the 8+1 or whatever it is now.
8 is probably a perfect number because he'll probably, I think that'd be the most. That'd be the highest contract. And the bonuses are for him to go get. Yeah. So he'll be paid like the best player on the team. He'll be paid as the captain, whatever, the future captain in the center of the project. And then if you want more money, go get your money. Go get those bonuses. Stay, make your appearances, get your goals. You gotta prove yourself.
Yeah, I think honestly an 8 base plus like 1 or 2 in bonuses is fair.
Yeah.
As long as it's bonuses, like, I don't want them to be super easy bonuses, but I want them to be something he has to work for.
Yeah, but, 15 goals or 20 goals.
Yeah. Which, I
He
think is
should
fair.
get that. He should get that 100%, but who knows?
Yeah. Appreciate it, comedian. Appreciate you joining in. I guess comedian and comicus are two different people, and it confuses me every time. I think they're the same.
I thought they were the same.
No, they're they're changed. I don't think so. I think they're different. Gio says, guys, we did good. I think as a team we played well in balance. Best game we played so far from the 4 games.
Oh, of course.
Fortunately, not hard to do, but at the same time, not too difficult to do. But at the same time, you got to give credit where credit's due, and they did. They came up. They showed at first. Okay, the first 10 minutes or so, I was like, oh, it's more of the same. We're okay. If we're gonna get, maybe we can squeak out a 1-0, 2-1 win. I did not think there's not saying Malmo's a great attacking team at all, but like obviously they're not. But to say I kind of expected. Maybe we can. I did. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, I did not expect that there would be a clean sheet, just because.
Yeah.
Chelsea hasn't had a clean sheet in how long? Like even though
since I think the end of March. No, sorry, the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And not exactly. And that's also not a situation where it's exactly. I credit him to a point. There's a lot of the defenders made an effort so that way he didn't have to come down to him anyway.
Yeah. I still found he was flopping at the ball, though, sometimes off crosses.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
no, that's true. Yeah.
Still stuff to work on.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Zefton. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Please join our community. We're hoping to bring you more and more content down the line. Like I said, we're just getting started. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 months now. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun with the community that we have here, especially with you guys talking, almost every day, Juve stuff. Or we'll have some content out every day at least, for sure. Fix says, confidence is a massive part of a player's makeup. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Believe in yourself is an important lesson. It's true. It's such a Disney thing to say, but you're right. You're right, Fix. I think you're right,
Fix.
though. It is exactly. Did anyone else see the referee slip? To be honest, lots of people were slipping. I guess Malmo Stadium moonlights as an ice ring. Only reason I didn't notice it, but I heard the announcer brought it up and said, I think he made a weird comment basically saying that all the fans always cheer whenever that happens, and I was like,
okay, so I had the exact same commentator as you then.
Yeah, you had the same. Okay, yeah, you did. You definitely did.
I heard the exact same comment.
And I was like, that's a little weird. Like, I understand, people don't like referees, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I really, I don't know. I found that to be a little bit odd, personally. What do you guys think about Ronaldo and Man U? I think Young Boys played a good game. They're a tough team. It's funny because Young Boys is the same team that beat Juve his first year, right? So that's kind of funny seeing that repeating. And also, the goal scorer was an American. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it was an American, right? That ended up winning for Young Boys.
Oh, Pifok.
Pifok. Is that his name?
Yeah. I can't pronounce the last part of his name, but it's that. I don't want to try and say that part of his last name, but yeah.
Hey, let me see. Let me turn your... Alejandro sent us a message and said to turn your mic up. I turned it. See, it's the same thing. It might be my mic's... Let me turn my mic down a little bit. See if that
on the
helps.
playback, though, it sounds normal.
Well, I think it depends. Sorry, guys. We're doing a little producing in front of you all. But basically, for the most part, yesterday's show when you all did it, or whatever, was it yesterday? Yeah. When I was playing in my car, I heard it where my sound, or the sound for Alejandro was loud, and your sound was not as loud.
Yeah.
So either way, it's got to be even, and that's the hard part is doing this from where we are. But yeah, I think Young Boys. I remember before I wanted to draw Young Boys just because of the jokes. It'd be fun for me to do on the channel, just because of that. But now I'm kind of glad they didn't. At the same time, of course, who knows? I just sometimes people go in there and you add them to your club. You think he's going to be good, and the chemistry's off. And sometimes he just doesn't bring what you. I think honestly, Manchester just needs to get him more help. He needs more help. That's what it is. They just don't have
spend more money and even more money.
James says, "What's up, guys? Finally, victory! Time to get on a roll." Shout out to your boy Justin Jordan. Yes, that's who it was. I can't pronounce.
That's the name. But he goes by like Pifok because I remember he started against Canada.
you know way more than I do about some of these guys. Like, I'll be honest, I'm very hyper focused on Juve and Italian football, and when it comes to all the other stuff, I am about as dumb as every other American for the most part, guys. So I apologize. Agreed, Vegeta. Oh, Hash is asking Julian. Ask Julian, do you think Bentancur will get better with Allegri, who can give the same intensity pressing defensive support as Benta?
Yeah, that's a good point he brings up. Like, he's always the first one pressing in the midfield. So Dybala, you rarely see press. Morata, he does it well, but he's usually by himself. So the second guy's always Bentancur. So in that aspect, no one else can bring that unless maybe McKennie can do that. But like at the same time, McKennie, Bentancur, like who the hell really cares? But he's just so average with the ball. He's so boring with the ball. He doesn't make the right choices in the attacking third with the ball. So, yes, he's a big boy. He's strong. He can win tackles. He's not very responsible in front of his own net when collecting the ball, but you need an upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
But he will get better. Like I said at the beginning when this channel first started, like Bentancur can't be as bad as last year, and he's going to be better than last year. So that's a given. Yeah,
definitely. Oh yeah, so let me go ahead and just say it again, because I always forget to keep plugging. Hit that like button, guys, if you're here, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Please join our channel. We appreciate you guys. Also, I like it when you guys let us know that you subscribe too, like Zefton did, and I think also I'm gonna lose my spot. I apologize. It was Zefton, and then somebody else did. My bad if I forgot who it was. Give me a second. Oh, you're in here. I'm the worst person ever. I apologize. Somebody else did, and I can't remember. I apologize. It's in a long stream of things, but otherwise I'm going to lose all the chats in here. Anyway, let's give you guys some more attention. This was an interesting question John Stewart brought up. Do you guys think Keane is the starting number 9 by January?
No.
Yeah, I'd say, well, one, you have Allegri, so no.
Yeah.
So no, that's a big part of it. And also, is he a number 9? Does that make sense? Like, is that his best position?
So far, both games he's been swapped out for Morata, so he's using him as a 9 currently.
Yeah, I'm also kind of surprised they didn't today use him almost as well. I guess it worked out because you have Alexandro playing. Use him as a winger at all, you know?
Yeah.
Just because that's where he kind of thrived in at PSG. But maybe that's Juve kind of sticking with their guns and being like, no, you're not playing this position. We need you to work on your game as a 9 for the future. Yeah. By January, no, I would love to see him develop and become potentially, the guy going forward. But I also like what Morata brings personally. So there's a lot of criticism about Morata, but he brings more than he really does is detrimental overall.
And now he is scoring goals. Again, he's scoring goals. So
yeah, absolutely. Gio says I agree that was a soft penalty, and so did Jockey Bro. Okay, Bones saying, and I don't know if you'll agree with this, said midfield played best. Loca unlocked Rabiot and Bentancur. I know you're not going to agree with that, but I'll say, no. I think the team overall played fine. They played well.
Yeah,
they played well, but again, you have to consider who we're playing against. You can't get too hyped on this. Or you can get hype. I'm not going to gatekeep. Go celebrate. Go have fun with this. Enjoy this. Who knows? On Sunday we may not be feeling the same way. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, just enjoy this right now. But at the same time, I didn't see that great midfield play that maybe you're trying to say personally.
It wasn't good. They were just fine. Again, I'm gonna keep using the word fine. They were fine for what happened today. They won the game. It's not because of their influence at all. Just they were there. They won the ball they won the ball more times than not, and they were defensively organized and they were fine. Yeah.
Chiesa is supposed to play Sunday. We think.
I hope.
We'll see. We'll see what the latest updates are by the time we get to Sunday. But yeah, he didn't play today. And then Hanin also says, who do you drop for Chiesa against Milan? So if you're playing a 4-4-2, who are you dropping for Chiesa?
Well, the straight swap is Rabiot.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to play the exact same way, it's Rabiot. because then you have the balance with the right foot of Bentancur and then Locatelli. But then again, then Alexandro can't push forward.
As I say, yeah.
But who knows? We'll see what happens. Because what does Milan play? They play a 4-2-3-1. We're going to get into Milan later. Let's not talk about let's go with Malmo.
Yeah, we'll preview Milan later this week. Trust me. Joseph said, man, it could be because he's sometimes. Anyway, I don't need to get into pronunciation. I'm the worst person to say that. Joseph said, man, when I saw Rugani come in, I was low-key scared. I think I have what I say, quote unquote, heart palpitations when I see Rugani anywhere. Even with a 3-0, cushion, I still wasn't feeling it.
Weird that he took the lid off. Why wouldn't he just take Rugani off? Weird.
Yeah, that was I
just let the dude play.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they do what they do.
Stuff like that annoys me though.
It does. I mean, you're a coach, so it makes more sense why you probably you'd be like, just let him finish it out. Fix is saying, where people are asking where the Barcelona, where's Lixum? Ryan's asking where's
tonight.
Lixum and Ronaldo. Yeah, they're not showing up today. I was really hoping somebody would. The negative fans can buzz off. Are we the negative fans? No, I'm kidding. We're not. I mean, we are. I mean, we're not negative, but I just think I'm realistic. Usman said meek little mice. That's just how I took it. That's my personal opinion. Roberto says, Forza Juve finally a win. Not the greatest performance, but we needed this before Milan if we stood a chance this weekend. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to... I think Milan's good. I mean, also last time we played them, we lost 3-0. But that was also, Pirlo, all that was going on with that. Not saying that we're in a much better position right now. At the same time, I'm hoping he can put something together. I'm hoping Allegri has something. If he does, we'll see.
I hope they get rinsed tomorrow by Liverpool.
Yeah. I'll be tuning in for that one. What time do they play? Do you know? Is it like a 2:45?
I think it's a 3 o'clock.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Joseph, hey Justin, where did you get the black jersey? Everywhere I look, they're backed up until October. Juve store is the only one who has it for $10 more plus shipping. I bought it I buy all mine from the Juve store. I literally just buy them.
That's how we get Haaland.
Yeah, this is my soapbox, guys. If you're a Juventus fan and you don't have anywhere, and I'm also, this club has millions upon millions of euros. Like, even if they're in a deficit, they have money. Let's not kid ourselves. Like, and that's the thing I'm gonna say is, like, the way I look and I feel like I'm actually doing something, because I'm not buying tickets regularly. If I go back to Italy, I'll buy tickets and I'll go and all that. But I'm not. Not willfully, but I'm not, contributing regularly. The way I do it is it's a very tiny, tiny, tiny amount, but it's literally I just buy the jersey I buy all my gear straight from Juventus store. I mean, they do a great job about shipping it. Like, literally, for being in Italy, you get it within like less than a week. Like, it'll be here almost every single time. But I bought this one from the Juve store. I also like it because you can customize whatever little thing you want and all that. But yeah, it also in the United States, like, I think, dude, I was actually shocked they actually had the new season shirts here in Louisville, like the actual this one, the home shirt. They actually had these for sale. I can't remember what player it was because it's not Ronaldo now, but they actually had them, which is shocking because they never have. Yeah, it might be. Actually, I don't know if they really... Yeah, I don't even know if they even know. I bet nobody here knows that he plays for them, for the most part. All right, let's see what some other people are saying. Hello, Coach. Max, please... I'm sorry, Felipe. I have no idea. I have no idea.
I always struggle when I was reading his comments from the past shows.
I apologize, man. Like, if there's anything you can do, let me know. 'Cause, we're trying to figure out. Yeah, even Ryan and people were asking that too. Oh, comedian says he. Okay, they are the same person. I'm Comicus too. Comicus on the phone, comedian on the PC. Nice.
Right on. Good for you.
Picasso says, "Who needs Ronaldo? Where are you guys from?" Well, Julian is from. He's from Canada, or like I like to call them, America's hat. Just kidding. He's from Canada, and I'm from the United States. I live in.
And we call the U.S. Canada's ass.
That's an accurate statement. Sometimes we like for 4 years it was an accurate statement for a while. But I'm American. He's Canadian. We have Italian heritage each, and we just enjoying some Juventus and Italian football or calcio. Yep. Ralph says, "Is it okay to say that you love young boys? Must be weird being a supporter." It is such a weird name. Actually, my friends were asking me about that, and I was like, "Dude, I have no freaking idea. Like, all I pay attention is mine, but I know the name's hilarious. I don't know where the name came from. Do you know personally?"
I have no idea. It must be because they used to, they had probably had a younger club set up, like a younger player set up. So that makes the most sense.
Well, I guess also Juventus is called Juventus, which is similar-ish. Yeah, it has to do with young. But youth in the name kind of thing.
Yeah.
Picasso says, Man U will have the same problem management had with CR7, positioning impossible to bench, tensions with coach and teammates, always asking for the ball, so players will play for him only. And then I think you also said the challenge will be for them to manage him. Ronaldo said he's not here to cheerleader. He's not here to cheerlead, so he wants to win no matter what. He'll put pressure on the club and the team because of Ronaldo fans. There's positives and negatives when you get a player like Ronaldo, and that's really what it is. It's just you get the Ronaldo package. As a Juventus fan, if I would have looked back and I don't know if I'd say yes or no to the Ronaldo package right now. Does that make sense?
I'm going to be straight out. I would say no at this point.
I lean toward that now, but then I also think, like, when you're there...
At the time, 100% you take them.
Yeah. At the time you definitely do. It's just all the little baggage and issues that came along with it. The money issues that came along with it, really. Yeah. It's the biggest problem. Also, we would have had to have the foresight of the pandemic situation and all that was going on with it, when it hit. So that's probably been one of the biggest reasons why it failed. Yeah, the experiment. Ralph, good point. F in the chat. I can't remember what F means. That's how old I am. But I know it means something like you're paying respects or whatever. Norm Macdonald passed away today, which is really sad. Do you even know who Norm Macdonald is?
I must be ignorant because I have no idea who that is.
He's a comedian. He's old. He was in he's in so much stuff. He was in Family. Did you ever watch Family Guy?
Yeah, I watched Family Guy.
Do you know the guy who played Death in the early seasons? Him? Yeah, his voice is very noticeable. He's
distinct. It's a distinct voice. Yeah.
Okay, he's a comedian. He's in all kinds of stuff. He passed away. He had cancer for a long time and kind of hid it from people, and just passed away today, which is sad. I liked him a lot. He was pretty funny. Morata is a pure striker like Higuain. Maybe not as deadly in the box. Higgy was spot on inside the box and almost always scored. Higgy got me. Kane is not there yet. Not convinced he is world class. I don't think anybody's. Yeah, he's definitely not world class right now. But I think he's got potential, especially when you look at for the national team and for Juve. I think he can really become something special. Let's see. I'm trying to go through some of these chats. Okay. Hash says, do you agree our midfielders were good individually, but I think Locatelli's position as regista wasn't ideal. He was playing the high middle and sometimes the left in the back line unprotected.
I don't think they were good. I think they were just fine. They were just they were there. They did their job. They weren't good. They didn't stand out. Locatelli, again, he was quite wasteful. Not quite, but he was sometimes wasteful with the ball. Not up to his regular standard. As a regista, he wasn't in the ideal play. Yeah, he was not higher up the pitch, where he could be more effective with the ball. And sometimes left the back line out. Yeah, so yeah. But what's weird with him, he likes to go press as well. I don't know if he's told to do that, but none of them seem to protect. No one has a sole job to protect the back line. And I find that weird coming from Allegri especially. You see Bentancur is always the first midfielder to go press. And then Rabiot has his left side duty. And then Locatelli sometimes moves up as well, but there's nobody in between. So I agree with you, Hash, at your last comment, but again, the individual midfielder, not really. They're just again, I'll say they were there. They did their job.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's fair. I think again, players I was most really impressed by it today. And I think nobody was bad. It was just the thing I was just really impressed. Yeah, it was just you're playing inferior competition. And this time, I have to give them credit. They played against inferior competition, and they made that competition look inferior. They actually looked like what they were, instead of making Empoli look like world beaters. That's one thing I have to say when it came to the situation and how it played out. So I do take a lot of positivity from that. Again, hey guys, if you're new here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate you guys joining the channel. Usman said Young Boys was an after-school team created by the Catholic. Oh, okay. And Usman.
Where's the badoomts?
Yeah, right. Wait, we got a what's this? This is a no. That's just a bell. I need to have some kind of.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. There's some. I need to get more sound effects for this. I want to use them eventually, but I just haven't had it at the time. Oh, and then Roberto was saying he's Canadian too. Niagara Falls, Canada.
Nice.
So, not too far from ish where you are.
Yeah, not too far. 40 minutes, not even.
Let's see. Abdeen says Rabiot pushing forward was great for the team and helped the transition from midfield to attack.
In spurts, like the odd time, he
yeah,
didn't do it every time. So.
He did have a couple noticeable spurts, and I will agree. But of course, I mean, what are we gonna expect him to be doing that the entire game at the same time? You know what I mean? There's only so many times you're getting possession, you're being able to move forward. So yeah, I'll give him his credit. Jockey Bro 369. I can't. Every time I want to do the song, chicken like a soul chicken. Luka always ran back in front of the Malmo player with the ball when he was out of position. He did have a few moments like that. I did notice that too. I feel like he got a little bit more easily aggravated by some of the Malmo. Midfield, the way they were playing against him, compared to the way he has the other 3 matches of the season. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. I can't believe I read that. Hey, I'm Ron Burgundy. Right now, literally, I get on here. I want to make sure I give you guys your attention because you guys are in here hanging out with us, and I make the mistake, and I read some, and I probably should read before I talk. But you know what? It is what it is. One day, we'll see. Maybe I'll learn from my mistakes.
Justin, hold on. I have a hard stop at 6:05. I forgot to mention that.
Okay, that's fine. We can.
You can continue the chat. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I can either hang out with the chat a little bit longer when you get out of here. We'll be wrapping up anyway. It's been about an hour anyway, unless anybody has anything they really want to bring up. And then we can do more stuff regularly later. Picasso said Allegri said he just loves Rabiot and how he plays. Having Rabiot, Locatelli, Bentancur are players who can defend and attack. They just need confidence, but they all have potential. McKennie, I'm not sure. I'll be honest, I'm higher. This is the part that's going to get me, not me in trouble, but like me where I'm going to be like, I honestly would rather keep McKennie than Bentancur. Honestly, at this point, for what he does, but like, they're both pretty.
Replaceable players. They're just like, you can leave, sure.
Yeah,
you can stay, sure.
I mean, it's Locatelli is one tier, and then the next tier you have, I'd say Rabiot, and then the
Rabiot,
next tier,
Rabiot and Arthur, I'd say, and then the rest,
and then you have everybody else there. So I know Allegri said he loves how they play. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes on. Okay, and then Fix doing what people do. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I thought you said winter, and I thought you said de winter. I said, do we see McKennie going in the winter sale? It's potential. We'll see. I feel like it's a situation that you kind of have to monitor with McKennie.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
You have to see, will he develop? Will he find a spot, like a comfort spot when it comes to playing for Allegri? And then also, are there any continued issues that have been going on, like what we had to deal with throughout the, international break? Are there anything that continue? Does he continue to be a problem? Actually, do you want me to go ahead and let you get out of here, and then I can go ahead and just finish the rest of these and get out?
I got 5 minutes. I can chill for a bit.
Okay. Roberto said, I think Arthur will be helpful in the midfield. We need another player that's good with the ball. If Arthur can learn to move forward with the ball, he'll be a big help for Locatelli.
100%.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I do look forward to Arthur coming back. I think I wasn't as high on him as not that I wasn't as high as I should have been, but I wasn't as high on him. But then also when you, thankfully, the last 3 matches, not really thankfully, but they kind of made me be like, this is what you got to work with. Like you need this guy back. This guy needs to come back for Juventus to be competitive in Serie A.
Yeah.
Quadrado
I agree with that.
With what?
Yeah, he had a couple of good take-ons, but he looked kind of not up to, like, I guess he is coming back from an illness, so like I understand if he doesn't want to keep going past his guy every time, but the couple times he did, like obviously on the goal for his assist, rinsed the guy as per usual, and then a couple more times he did it, but then he didn't do it as much as he usually does. Might be from the illness though.
Yeah, the last one did stick out to me as well. That one was one that really, when I can't remember I don't know why I'm trying to pick out the Malmo defender at the time. I'm not going to remember it. But yeah, there was a couple times where he could have easily taken a shot earlier, and he kind of just wasted that. Fix is asking, International Man of Mystery, Gold Member, Spy Who Shagged Me. Okay. Which one? Okay, I'm trying to remember. Which
This
one?
is Austin Powers, right?
Yeah, International Man of Mystery is the first one. Gold Member is the third one. Spy Who Shagged Me is the second one.
I like Gold Member the best.
I'm trying to think. I probably would go.
Is that Gold Members has Fat Bastard, right?
Fat Bastard came in Spy Who Shagged Me, I think the second one.
Oh.
But he was also in Gold Member. He was in Gold Member 2 as well. So I'll be honest, I don't know which one. They're all good. They're all really good to me. But they're not my favorite movies of all time, but they're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Touch on a couple of these. Jockey said on a 3-4-2 formation, like with Dortmund play with Danilo, RCB, Sandro Quadrado, Wyatt, and Luca, whoever next to him, he has a supporting.
You can't give a half formation, man.
Yeah. That's I was like, wait, where are the other guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come back next time with your full thought. And
Also, Also, we don't fully have the time to go into formations right now. I appreciate it. Marco say agree 100%. Never been a fan of Bentancur, average player. Big Mick is younger, so much more potential. If he fixes his attitude and maintains focus, he will fulfill it. I think
he's a year younger only.
Yeah, I
think
that's true. Well, I think the thing is with McKennie is like there's the attitude that he needs to work on, but then there's also a there's a plateau though. He doesn't have the potential that everybody else has. So he has potential, but it's not the top. It's not a top tier potential. Yeah. Picasso's arguing, not arguing, but saying Bentancur has better vision than McKennie and better slide tackling. Artur is small and he will never be a Verratti type of player.
Man, these Bentancur, guys, he's not that much better than McKennie, if at all. And at least McKennie can score some goals. Bentancur doesn't even shoot the ball.
Yeah. No, that is a good point. He's scared every time. I'm like, just take the shot. Just take it. It's not that hard. Just take it. I guess after the one time where he just kind of really, what game? I don't need to remember what game it was. It was last season. It was a terrible freaking shot, and we said there's a reason he doesn't take a shot. So now that's in his mind. I'm pretty sure it's in his mind. I don't need to take the shot now.
Read Justin Safaro's Twitter account. That's why.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That must be it. That must have been it. Hash says good still is a greater excellent regarding the midfield, and I wish and I haven't wished that Allegri continue with the same formation. At least the midfield will get more time together.
At some point, as long as there's continuity and consistency, obviously it's going to get better. But it's not. It's nothing to be proud of right now.
Yeah. And I agree.
I'm gonna leave after this comment.
Okay.
So
PM was asking, did we play really good, better, or was it because our opponent was Malmo? You can answer that.
A little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit of both. They were a bad team. They're bad defensively. Malmo. We took advantage with our more skilled players. Our midfielders did their job. They were fine. They didn't lose balls. They didn't waste. They didn't allow Malmo to have opportunities to score.
Yeah.
So they did their job defensively. Could they have been better? Yes. But it's a little bit of both. I don't know, PM, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way. You have to give us the pronunciation, especially if I think it's Greek. I think it's Greek typing or Greek lettering because that's what Spiro said. Serious. Also, I'll let you get out of here. Let me go ahead if you want to turn off your mic, and then I'll switch over to one person, and then we'll get you out of here.
See you guys. Good win. Peace
sign
out.
Off. Yes, appreciate it, my guy. Let me switch over to that. Let me turn on my frame real quick. There we go. And that way it looks normal. And there we go. Thank you guys for everybody tuning in. Let me read through these last few chats, and then we'll we will wrap it up and get everybody else out of here. Timo said, ciao, guys. What do you think the ideal position for McKennie? I used to have high hopes for him, physically strong and technically good, but don't know why he didn't live up to it. I mean, I think he has to be an attacking mid, and that's really what his best position is. Defensively, not the strongest aspect of his game, but also if he's going to, I mean, honestly, what you do, I feel like for the most part, when it comes to McKennie, where he really shines is really when he does come off the bench and he comes in for that quick burst of, that injection of like of energy, and he comes out and he usually can get a quick goal within the first 10 or 15 minutes of being, swapped out. So that's my kind of thing when I see McKennie. I don't know how he's going to work, though, honestly, in Allegri's system. I feel like he was better positioned to do, what Pirlo was using, if that makes sense. I don't want to say, because I feel, okay, and I understand people came at me a little bit because I was giving comments saying that when it came to Pirlo, I didn't feel like he had a plan or he didn't have any kind of real idea. And I still don't really feel like he did, because we got to the end of the season and he was still, experimenting with different lineups. Like he never settled on one lineup, kind of like what, who was saying it? Hash was saying basically that you need to find a lineup and you need to stick with it. You need to find a midfield that you're comfortable with and you got to stick with it. And that's again the similar situation there. Ryan says every game is like a final, so every game is important to take points. At this point, it is. You really have to go out there and you can't afford to drop any more points, especially in Serie A. Let's see. Bentancur has more experience than McKennie. Bentancur was put by Allegri 3 years ago in the midfield, or in the field. He played a lot of important matches. Yeah. And then Ryan, off topic, I haven't watched Free Guy. I am a big Ryan Reynolds fan. I love what he does. I haven't seen it yet. Was it good? Okay. Ryan, he says it was great and fun, worth watching. I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure, my man. Let's see. Anything else? Bentancur is Juve's worst midfielder. No, I think Aaron Ramsey would like to have a word with you, Roberto, for the most part, if we're being honest. We need to play against every opponent like they are Malmo. No disrespect to Malmo. I mean, that's true. I feel like you do need to come out there and be confident in what you're playing. But at the same time, my main thing that I'm trying to say, though, is you can't play like every opponent like they're Malmo, because Malmo is worse than probably even... I don't know if it's fair to say they're worse than like an Empoli, because Empoli came out there and they showed out a bit. So I don't think you can go about that. But I get what you're saying. I get your point of view of what you're saying. When they go up against a team, they need to be able to beat them and control the game like they did against Malmo. What else you got here? I appreciate it, Hash. Everybody's saying goodbye to Julian. Dybala got man of the match. Did he really? From who? Let me know, actually, did he really get the man of the match? Because to me, it was either Cuadrado or really I picked my man of the match was Alexandro. So okay, there you go. Man of the match. I said my man of the match was Alexandro, just for the effort he gave in, and he really got the game started off on a good footing. Attempted that first header, missed it, but then he kept attacking. He kept trying to score, and that's what I like to see, is the guy not get his head down after missing on the first one. For a lot of the times, we see a lot of guys, do that for the most part, where they'll just shy away from it afterward. McKennie's a good sub. Once Arthur comes back, Arthur, Locatelli, Rabiot should be the midfield. I like that. I like that for sure. I would like that a lot better. Those three are my top. For what Juventus has, they're the top midfielders I think Juventus has in play. UEFA player of the match is Dybala. To me, I think you have way too many options. I like Dybala, don't get me wrong, and I think he had a fine game. I don't think he was great by any means, but I just don't. I don't agree with that man of the match. That didn't make sense to me. Malmo would get relegated in Italy. Yeah, I think Malmo is probably worse than. And no offense, Raffle, if you're still here, I mean, you're a realist, I think. But overall, I'd say they're worse than, what you have going on with any other of the clubs. And then Jogging Center as well. All right, guys, I appreciate it. I think that'll do for today's post match. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out and enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Yes. UEFA don't like us. That's their proof, is they're going out there and doing that and giving undeserving. It's Dybala. Let's not act like it's it's whatever. I know you're kidding, my guy. Bento's the worst player of the day. I was about to wrap it up, and you guys distracted me again. Okay, Ryan Saliba says he thinks Dybala is man of the match, to be frank. He carried this game by dribbling it around and being the pivot midfielder. I'll need to rewatch this, and I'll need to go back and see, because I just didn't see it from him. And, maybe it's just some of those big attacks and those big plays made by Sandro that really stuck out to me, and maybe I need to look out for the small things that they did. Okay, now let me wrap it up. See, it was fun. Appreciate you guys for tuning in today. I'm glad we finally got to celebrate a win together. Make sure you tune back in next time. We'll have more videos every single day. You know how we do it here anyway. But looking forward to watching the Milan match. Hopefully they can get some points. I realized what I was about to say, and I was like, crap, we actually have a way better competition. Also watch the Milan match tomorrow to see how they do against Liverpool there, so that'll be interesting to watch. Maybe get some some research done there. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell icon to stay notified for all our latest videos, as well as make sure you follow Bianconeri Zone. Yeah, Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at Justin Sofer on Twitter, and also follow my boy Julian Genotti at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. Appreciate it, everybody.